want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double time. Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive team.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bears take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Chamberlain, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
218, chop. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chamberlain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Set, ready. 6 yards.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Under 10. Joker.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Haskins. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Third and 2, now Haskins. That's complete to Meredith. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the Bears' 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming.
2nd down, Haskins. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kiki QT, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. It's Foster. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Down. 60 outlaw. 55. Rip right.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
First down, Bears.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Chamberlain. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing on first down. Chamberlain. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On second down, it's Jones, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Chamberlain. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Chamberlain, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 8. Got it open, man. It's Foster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first down, Chamberlain catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Kirkpatrick. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27. Yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44s. They try again on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mixon with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Whoosh. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
14 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing is Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 9.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action now. Haskins eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Haskins will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, you could see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper. It's a loss of 1.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Double time. 4 down. Check.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish.
skills. Yeah, so I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't nothing new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills.